Freya's mum here. Winter is coming. Want to come yarn shopping? So every May, my mother-in-law Michelle and I go to one of the best little yarn markets in Melbourne, in Victoria, maybe even in Australia. I don't know, I haven't been to enough markets. Anyway, it's the annual Coburg Yarn and Craft Market, which is organised by the Handknit and Crochet Guild of Victoria. And as I said, we go down to Coburg every year, pat all the pretty yarns and look at all the beautiful colours. Oh, so much fun. Of course, this year, because I've started vlogging, I decided to take my little camera and do a little tour of all the shops for you guys. Of course, if there's anything that you see that you fancy, contact the vendor, follow the links that I've put in the description. You know where to look. You might be able to buy exactly what you want. I'm going to show you all the beautiful yarn that I got to look at. Oh, I have a little disclaimer. So, you know, I'm a consummate professional filmmaker. This was my rig for the day with my phone in there. So there are a couple of shots where my furry friend here, decides that he wants to be, you know, included more than just in the sound department. So the little furry bits sneak up every now and then. I'm sorry about that. I take this very seriously, you know. As we go through all the beautiful yarn that I got to look at, I might pop back in and talk about other things like what I bought. So just to quickly show you, there's this. Oh, there's this. Yes, we'll talk about this. We will talk about this. We will talk about this. And most importantly, we will talk about this. Now, why is this important? Because if you pay close attention, you have a chance to win this guy. So more to come later in the video with details of what this is and how you're gonna get it. Very exciting, my first giveaway. Let's go shopping! Anything you want to tell us?
Come and shop Forsyth. And created in Lakes Entrance in lovely southeast Victoria. And it's my one annual trip out of the town into the city every year.
So we'll see you next year, hey?
You will see me next year.
And the oh, look, it's our friend the gnomes.
Oh,
There's
Heather's
There's
been at
Heather's
work
gnomes.
again.
if you've watched my epic knitting weekend in Gippsland, you might remember Heather. Heather was one of the lovely ladies sitting in the circle knitting and talking about her projects. And of course, she also talked about working with colour because she's an independent hand dyer. This is actually one of hers. I can't remember the colourway because it's quite a few years old and was probably purchased at Coburg Market maybe 4 years ago when I first started crocheting. I don't know what this colourway is called and it might not be available anymore. There are a lot of other options, so follow the links for Heather and yeah, see if you can find something you like. I'm so sorry, Charlie, but I should have double checked with you how you pronounce your label. It's spelt IxCHel. So Charlie from IxCHel is also an independent hand dyer. I bought some beautiful yarn from her last year, not this year, and I made this feather and fan cowl. And not quite matching gloves, but similar sort of pattern, and I wear them a lot. Can you see the sparkle? Beautiful.
These here would be probably of interest to your channel because these are all made from old vintage tea towels.
Oh, gorgeous.
And I've got a gentleman who does recycled timber handles. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And wow. This would match my shawl. I don't know if
Oh, you got little. Oh, you have to.
I'm on the hunt for a shawl pin to go with this.
Oh, yeah. That would be lovely. These are my latest invention to kind of corral your circular needles.
Gorgeous.
They kind of
Oh,
come in a pack like that.
that's a great idea. Sir Curtis. I love that. One of our missions at this year's shopping expedition was to find a shawl pin because Michelle had made me this beautiful shawl for my 40th and I was just having a bit of trouble taming it, you know. I kept wanting to sneak off my shoulders. So thank you to Mark Gooding Woodworks for making these nifty little guys. So he had lots of those available and it's going to make my life a lot easier. Hello.
Hi, I'm Kim Rowlett from Aveley Finnsheep and we run a rare breed of sheep at our farm in the Macedon Ranges, and we have their fleece spun and all processed within Victoria, and I hand dye all of the yarn with natural and forage material, all on our farm as well, and this is our wares.
So beautiful. So what would you have used for some of these colours?
So I've used dock, which is a weed, a paddock weed, and eucalyptus, and another dye called hutch.
Wow.
So these are all, some are local, foraged, and some are very traditional that have been used for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Stunning. So after, you know, perusing most of the market, we decided to pop out and get some lunch. And my gorgeous mother-in-law, who spoils me rotten, presents me with this beautiful item from Aveley Finnsheep. You know, most people were selling the hand-dyed stuff in 100-gram lots, but this is a 200-gram guy, so pretty good value actually. And just look at the colours. Dyed with the natural. This is a goldenrod and indigo. I don't know what I'm going to make, but probably something for me, maybe. So good. 10-ply. I love some 10-ply.
Hi, all right, it's been a good day. So Cloverleaf Corridale stud. So all this yarn comes from my sheep. The farm is about an hour away. All Corridale. So the Corridale is originally a bred between a cross between Merino and an English heritage breed. So they dye Romney, English Leicester and Lincolns.
Wow.
To standardise a crossbred sheep, to be robust, have a lot of lustre and a lot of weight. So a lot of the sheep the ewes cut around 6 to 7 kilos, the rams cut about 8 to 10 kilos. So we run about 100 Corriedales. Local shearer, it then goes down an hour away to Geelong to get scoured, then travels back up to Bacchus Marsh to get combed into tops at Cashmere Connections, and then goes to Bendigo Woolen Mills, who are very kind to spin up the yarn for me.
Oh,
Which is very exciting. So everything is done within 2 hours of the property, which is
gorgeous.
really lovely.
That's amazing.
And then hand dyed. I work a lot with other dyers. So I've got 10-ply. I work with Andrew at Great Southern Yarn, and he helps dye up my 10-ply. Katrina from Pirate Pearl Yarns buys wholesale my 8-ply, and she dyes my 8-ply from her Pirate Pearls. And then in South Australia, Circus Tonic, handmade,
Wow.
dyes up all the 4-ply for me. These are my dyeing.
Yep.
But yes, you certainly find those other people as well. But it's good. I'm mainly
so-
the main sheep cuddler, if I'm honest. And with Jess, so Jess co-farms with me. So she is her own sheep stud called Bari Corridale.
Oh, wow.
And yes, so we work together on the property, which is good fun.
Amazing.
I'm the co-sheep cuddler.
That's it. Co-cuddler. That's a proper title.
That's so cool. I can't believe all the collaboration as well. So the gorgeous ladies at Cloverleaf Corridale Stud are actually just professional sheep cuddlers. That's what they told me. And that was so lovely. They even invited me over to go and cuddle some sheep too. So that might happen and a video might come out of that. Oh, sheep cuddling. They had something that not everybody has, 10-ply. Much harder to come by, but so many American patterns are in worsted weight or 10-ply. Really great to have some gorgeous 100% Corriedale sheep yarn. Did I say that right? This was actually dyed by the next stall holder, but being sold at Corriedale's shop. And I love it. What a beautiful colour. You speak so well about your beautiful yarn. Tell us some more.
We're all 100% Australian made. The sheep are non-mules, it's ethically produced. It's all processed in Victoria and it's dyed in Newcastle. We run it across about 50 colours across 8, 5 and 4-ply, and it's a lot of fun playing with these beautiful colours and yarn.
You're gorgeous.
I've run out of juice.
Of course, I should have got you earlier.
I married Lou Egan, who's from Minnesota, and she just loves our yarn and she keeps sending us patterns for our yarn. And yeah, so that's that.
Beautiful. And I've got to look at the hats. Did you see the gorgeous hat with the slip stitches? Oh, I loved it. I actually wanted that same colourway, but by the time I got back around to film them, they didn't have any left. So I found another one that I liked. This guy, which is 100% merino. Because I bought the yarn, they emailed me a copy of that hat pattern, and I have plans. The hat might be for me, I think. Michelle, who, as we know, likes to buy me presents, actually bought me some beautiful mustard coloured yarn with silk in it from Swish a few years ago, and it came with this pattern. It's kind of my go-to for fingerless mittens. I even took out a couple of rows to make an itty-bitty version for little Freya. Great, love that pattern. Actually had a little chat to Janet while she was sitting there spinning. Lovely lady. She mentioned her own YouTube channel where you can pick up little hints and tips for spinning. She does run classes, and she found that having a YouTube channel was easier to direct people to that. She wasn't getting so many panicked emails and phone calls about, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, great to chat to Janet. What about your beautiful shawl? Did you make it?
I did.
Of course.
This is my own pattern.
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
called the Maypole wrap, and it works with advent calendar kits. So, or you can use 2 colours or 1 colour. I use 5 in this, so it's on Ravelry. Yeah, it's just a nice mindless knit once you get used to the patterns.
Beautiful. And
That is fairy bread, and there's a swatch here somewhere. There we go.
oh my god, it's fairy bread.
It is fairy bread. So fairy bread is probably my best seller. Everyone loves fairy bread. I love fairy bread. I've got that in 8145. So I use all Australian wool and Australian dyes, and I'm based in Gordon, which is between Balan and Ballarat. So it's not a big schlep to get here, but it's still, you know, petrol being $500 a litre. It's a bit of a trip. Yeah, and I'll be at Bendigo this year too.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So
Great.
good to see more yarn. It's a very special kind of freezing to death that you do in Bendigo. Very special kind of cold. So I'll be bringing more than a shawl, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also, what, the middle of July?
Yeah, I think it's the 19th, 20th of July.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but it is.
Fresh.
It is, and it snows at my house.
Ah.
But Bendigo is so much
Yeah.
colder. So.
I used to go to school in Kilmore. Same thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's that sort of home
It's a special kind of cold.
It's a special kind of cold. But that's why they have wool and jumpers, so you get lots of things.
And can I just say how beautiful you look?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Your hat.
The maypole shawl. Have a crack at it. I'll give you a code. You can a discount code for it.
Oh, amazing. Let's go
Very
back.
generous today.
You are. Let's go back down the gorgeous little yellow cat. We love you. Okay, everyone, were you paying attention? Did you see this guy? Yes, this is fairy bread. The gorgeous lady from Little Yellow Cat gave this to me to give to you. Well, one of you. So yeah, this is the competition. You can win this 100-gram duck feet sock yarn. So it's in a 4-ply in the famous fairy bread colourway. You just got to do a couple of things and then I will randomly choose a winner. So what do you need to do? You need to subscribe to my channel and you need to comment below with the answer to a bit of a challenging question. So you may have to do a little bit of investigating to work out the answer to this, okay? It might involve watching some of my previous videos. You need to tell me what the gorgeous lady at Little Yellow Cat and my bestie have in common. If you have a look at the links in the description, the answer's there, and also watch my previous vlog, the answer pops up there. What is it that they have in common? So once you subscribe and comment with the answer, you go in the draw for winning this beautiful fairy bread hand-dyed yarn. I wish I could keep it. Oh, hey cousins.
Oh, actually, that's perfect timing because that jumper.
Yeah, can I see you?
This is cousin Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. Hi.
So my name's Tom, partner Jason, cousin Maddie.
Thank you.
Cousin Maddie's sister Sarah. Tarndwarncoort is the name of our place, and it's an Aboriginal word meaning up and down like a bandicoot running. And so when my great grandparents settled in 1840, they maintained the name of the place as Tarndwarncoort. It's a big name, and not many people can really get a head around it. So we also go by Tarndi because it's like the Australian form, isn't it? Like you just put a vowel at the end of everything, sure.
Yep.
Tomo. Whole wool is what we have here because great-grandfather worked out that the original merino flock that we had was susceptible to foot rot and fleece rot because we're in a sort of high rainfall area. And so he crossed it over the merino flock with a sheep called Lincoln from Lincolnshire in the UK. And so what we have is a blend of merino and Lincoln. So it's about a 22 to 24 micron yarn. Nice and soft handling, but it has a bit more strength and durability, so it's good for outerwear and for jumpers such as cousin Maddie's. So that's a natural colour as well. Beautiful. So we've got a flock of white sheep and a coloured sheep. The wool we get processed in Geelong and in New Zealand.
We'll have a closer look, hey?
And hand dye stuff at the farm, and also have some commercially.
Oh, nice.
So we encourage people to come out to a farm, have a look around. We've got a little farm shop, we've got accommodation, so that people can kind of get a bit of a sense of where it comes from.
I had a lot of fun talking to Tom at Tandy. He recognised me from somewhere. He thought maybe I was one of his regular customers, but I think we just worked out that maybe he watches too much TV, or maybe too much good TV. I actually noticed straight away that these were printed.
Yes, it's 3D printed.
So cool. If you've seen one of my recent Instagram posts, you would have seen this guy. Fun, hey? So this was one of the Cat and Sparrow's badges, and on the first lap of the market, I'd spotted it and admired it. On the second lap, when I went back to film, I was contemplating buying it. It had disappeared, so it wasn't available, and I kind of went, oh, the skull's gone. Kathy said, I love skulls, and I went, really? Showed her my beautiful shawl with the skulls, talked about how my mother-in-law had made it. I was then sent on a mission to hunt down the name of the pattern. So I went to find my mother-in-law and ask her and get all the details, eventually got them back to Kathy, shared the information, and then went on my way. But when I got home, my mother-in-law pulls out this and a little Darth Vader kitty knitting and said, which one do you want? I chose this one. Thank you. So as you could see, Kaye designs the most beautiful crochet items. I could not resist and bought a couple of patterns. Well, this really caught my eye. I bought the Web of Dreams. And then this guy, which is actually a Tunisian crochet pattern. I've never done Tunisian crochet before, but you gotta start somewhere. very interesting yarns here. They make a reflective yarn. I turned the flash on with my camera and took a photo. In plain sight, it just looks like a kind of silvery grey yarn, nothing exciting about it. However, you shine light on that thing and you get it back at you. They're huge. You made these?
I made these chooks and I timed them, and it takes me 40 hours to make a chook, and they are filled with 2 tontine pillows.
Ah! I love it.
So I am forever pavement crawling at hard rubbish time, finding old cushions.
I'll send you some.
And washing them.
Yeah. I'll send you some, because I like to get freshies on the reg. I know where to send them. I don't have to put them in the bin anymore.
You don't?
Yes! I hate putting things in the bin.
I can understand that.
So it looks like I'm sending old pillows to Fibres of the Yarra Valley to get turned into chickens. Yay! I'm so happy to do that. I love recycling. I feel really bummed about this, but I didn't get any video footage of Push My Buttons. She makes gorgeous polymer clay buttons, as well as selling vintage like buckles and buttons and things. Yeah, I feel bad because I think last year or possibly the previous visit, I bought some beautiful buttons for her, and now it's getting worse because I can't find them. I can't find them anywhere. I've looked everywhere. I'm going to show you a photo of something similar to the ones I bought. The ones I bought had a bit more black in them, but amazing, gorgeous, handmade polymer buttons. And I'm sorry I don't have you on video, but I put links in the descriptions as well. Hey, thanks for coming shopping with me. As I said, the market happens every year. Follow the Handknit and Crochet Guild of Victoria to keep up to date with the details for next year's market. It's always in May and always at the Coburg Town Hall. But hey, things can change. So don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to my channel, even if you don't want to win the amazing fairy bread. But if you do, don't forget to enter the competition. And as they say in YouTube land, I'll see you in the next one.